أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا فاغفر لنا وارحمنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Dear brother and sister, we start 4 weeks ago with very important topics. And this topics is very great event. It is the immigration of the Prophet, peace be upon him. And as we said that this event is deserved not to be very distinguished event only in the history of the Muslim or of the Muslimin. It's really very important topics for all the nations, for all the world, for all the humanity. And this event is reflect many important things. This event reflects how the life of the prophets. This event reflects how we should follow them and what is the real sunnah which we are talking about. Today, all the people, all the Muslims, all the khutbah, all the scholars said sunnah and Quran, Quran and sunnah. We should follow Quran and sunnah. But when we ask them, what is the sunnah you are talking about? And if we go deeply about what we are talking, we feel that they're talking about the appearance of the sunnah. They go looking about the easy sunnah. But the real sunnah, the most important sunnah, it's not a reality in the Muslim nowadays. They look about the sunnah as miswak, as beard, as to take and to have a shower on Friday and to go. This is, but really, if we look to the sunnah of Rasulullah, if we would like to know that we are following the sunnah or not, let's have the event of immigration of the Prophet and to see the wisdom and the lessons from this immigration, and then to compare with our reality and with our life and to see if we are really following the sunnah or not. If, for instance, if I would like to compare myself with Dr. Azhar and follow him, and I said, okay, Dr. Azhar wear red trouser or red shirt. Okay, so I will wear red shirt. Okay, his color is brown. I will bring brown color. He is eating biryani. I will eat biryani. This is, if I think that I do, but what is the reality in his life? For instance, he is oncologist. No, this is not important. I will not be an oncologist. He's, so this is what we do in reality. So what is the first sunnah of the Prophet? What is the first sunnah of the Prophet?
Loving Allah.
Loving Allah. And all the society witness to him. They say, all the rejecter, all the people at that time, they say, لَقَدْ عَشِقَ مُحَمَّدٌ رَبَّهُ. What did the first step Prophet say? He full in deep love. Ashiqa, what mean of ashiqa? Ashiqa is more than love in Arabic, Love is ahabba. And there's big difference between ahabba and ashiqa, Yeah, if you would like to say that, love is starting with 1, ishq is 100. You see how much is between, and all the society at that time, they say, لَقَدْ عَشِقَ مُحَمَّدٌ رَبَّهُ. This is the first lesson in Sunnah. What is the Sunnah? The Sunnah, as Aisha radiallahu anha described Rasulullah, that Rasulullah slept but his heart didn't sleep. Why? His heart connect to Allah. Rasulullah mentioning Allah and making dhikr all his time. All his time. And that means, how can someone making dhikr and eat? How someone making dhikr and teach? How someone how someone making his life, usual life, and making dhikr at the same time? If we think that, but when the dhikr is in your heart, you can't do everything and your heart connect to Allah. This is the sunnah of Rasulullah. So if I say, okay, Rasulullah mentioning Allah 24 hours. What about me? What about how much I follow this sunnah? You know, there is very nice thing in this country, and I like it very much, especially when you went to doctor and they ask you how much your pain. In my country, we say a lot of pain here and there in left and no. From 0 to 10. Oh, now you should give number, and there is no deviation. No exception. From 0 to 10, 4 good, 5 good. You know, and really, it's a perfect situation to describe the reality. Now, we said that the first sunnah about Rasulullah, that Rasulullah full in complete love with Allah. So now for this sunnah, how much is your situation? No. From 0 to 10. Oh, no, it's a difficult question. From 0 to 10. How you evaluate yourself from 0 to 10? Really, I don't know. It's a difficult question. Okay. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his morals, his attribute, his attitude is the Quran. Very nice. What about me? How much from my morals according to Quran? No, give me from 0 to 10. How much I will get? No one could answer. Unfortunately, no one could answer. If I ask anyone today in the Islamic world, Rasulullah get 100%. What is your percentage of the morals of the Quran, of the following Rasulullah in this point? Why? Because we don't know how to calculate. We don't know how to measure. But if I ask you how much your account in the bank, 0.00, exact. I talked to a person, he told me, I check my account 3 times a day. Because there is a fraud, there is some people play. Oh, what, really? He said, yes, 3 times a day I check my bank account. If there is any cheating, any fraud, any, okay. But he didn't check his following of the Prophet account in his life. He just keep it. But the bank didn't keep it. The bills didn't just keep it. Everything in our life is in a good way, in a good calculation. But with the Prophet, it's okay. One time, we collect the zakah from the shops. And he was a butcher. And what did he do? He put small pot, and he put in this pot the coins. And anyone come and ask, he just give him from this pot. And when we ask him, his name Abu Sa'id, Abu Sa'id, father of Sa'id, do you calculate your zakah? He said, no, keep it. Al-Baraka. Al-Baraka يعني just without accounting. يعني just give and there is Baraka. I said, okay. And I sent to him a person, and he go to his shop and he asked, I want 2 pounds from this and 5 pounds from this and so and so. And after he take of this, he just put his hand in his pocket and give him Al-Baraka. And Abu Sa'id, what is this? He said, no, don't count. Al-Baraka. Which Baraka? Well, I have to put in the scale. I have to measure. Oh, with Allah, Al-Baraka. With Rasulullah, just do it. But in our life, everything in order. Oh, I don't think the akhirah will be just barakah. This is the way of Jahannam. This is not the way of the heaven, not the way of. So we are cheating ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. We're putting everything just in our deen, but in our dunya we are very clever. We calculate everything in the cent, but in the akhirah, just keeping. So I wish one time, and inshallah it will be one of my projects. It will be one of my projects to give the scale to Muslim to know how much the percentage to them of following the morals of the Prophet in the Quran. Just to know. It's very good. This is the first point. If you went to doctor and he would like to give you any medicine, what he will do at the beginning? He will make blood analysis. I asked Dr. Adhar, I would like to take vitamin D3. He said, no, ask for blood analysis before you take the okay, and I asked for, and I found that it's slightly low. And the doctor said, now you should take the, after she see the number, and know the, now give the medicine. But what about us? No, just take barakah from the pharmacy. All our religion is al-barakah. Yeah, just you know the word al-barakah. You know the word. Just keep it. And all the 2 billion Muslims today, this is the way how they treat their religion. So the event of Hijrah is a great occasion for everyone to know if he is follow the Prophet or not. First, the great lesson that we told that how the Prophet prepared for everything, prepare for every details, prepare for all the causes he should take and follow. Who will bring the food? Who will bring the news? Who will sit in the bed? Who will prepare the camels to the trip? Who will lead them in every details? Oh, Rasulullah, the angels with you and the support of Allah. Yes. When Abu Bakr asked the Prophet, oh, Prophet Muhammad, and the Prophet told him, don't worry, Abu Bakr, inna Allah ma'ana, Allah with us. If Allah with you, why you prepare everything in details? Because this is how should we do in our life. Today, we didn't succeed as a Muslim. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because the bird need 2 wings to fly. Can the bird fly in one bird? Impossible. In one bird, impossible. Okay. What is these 2 wings? The first wings to do how the most qualified people did in everything. If someone today would like to build a company, what did he do? He bring the best people in management. He brings the best people in IT. He brings the best people in their work. He brings the best cars for the company. He brings everything the best. This is how the people today did. This is good. but not enough. And this is what the people who do of the Microsoft and all these great company and successful company. But after they do this, after that, now we make complete tawakkul and ask Allah to support us, and ask Allah to help us, and ask Allah to be with us. Believe me, if someone do this formula, he will succeed 100%, not 99%, 100%. The Muslim didn't succeed, yes, because the Muslim would like to fly in one wing. It's impossible. The Muslim today is just, oh Allah, give us the victory every Friday. Oh Allah, destroy our enemy. Oh Allah, give us. Oh Allah, oh Allah. And Allah didn't do to us anything of this. Why? Because we didn't bring the other wing. Oh Allah, make me fly. Go to Uhair and confirm your flight, and you will fly. But Uhair will not come to your office. The plane will not come. But okay, when you go to Uhair and you confirm your reservation, say, oh Allah, please give me a safe journey. Oh Allah, please take care of me. Oh Allah, now you will have the help of Allah. You will have the support of Allah. This is how the Muslim win at the age of the Prophet. It's very easy. It's very easy. This lamp has two lines. If one of them is disconnect, will the lamp turn on? No. If we make 100 khitmah, it will turn on? No. If we make million salah ala nabi alayhi salatu wasalam and turn all the world, it will connect? No. This is the law of Allah. The law of Allah. You connect the line, you connect the two lines, and then you believe that you need the support of Allah. This is the way. And this is the most important lesson of the migration of Rasulullah. The trip of migration of Rasulullah, it was the highest level. It was the ultimate level of taking the causes, اتخاذ الأسباب, prepare in the best way. It was the highest level. It was the ultimate level of taking and preparing. And at the same way, at the same time, it was the highest level of tawakkul ala Allah, and ask Allah to support and ask Allah the help. For this reason, all the dunya, all the world try to get rid of Prophet Muhammad, but they didn't succeed. This is, and you know, if the Muslim today follow the Sunnah, this is the first lesson of Sunnah. If the Muslim today follow the Sunnah, they will win in everything, in their life, in the dunya, in the knowledge, in university. Today I know some student, always he get the best grade in the university. Why? Because he is following this formula. And no one follow this formula in his work, in his life, at his home, with his children. He will win. There is no way. There is no way. This is the real Sunnah of Rasulullah. And if someone said, oh, I follow the Sunnah of Rasulullah, but I didn't. What does that mean? That means that you are not following the real Sunnah in reality. Yeah.
So, are you saying that the most important lesson from the Hijrah was to have a proper tawakkul on Allah by making all the necessary preparation and then relying on? Is that
no?
Is that
to have two things. First, to prepare everything in the best way. Then you make tawakkul ala Allah.
So this was the major lesson from.
Yes, this is one of the major lessons of the And this is what did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. What did Rasulullah? He didn't say, oh, I have the support of Allah and Jibreel and all the angels, so I will. No. If you return to the details of the hijrah, you found how Rasulullah going to the smallest details. And he prepare everything. Prepare the camel, Aisha take care of them, the daughter of Abu Bakr. Prepare who bring them the food. Asma bint Abi Bakr, she bring the food. Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr break the new. Ali ibn Abi Talib stay in his bed to make the people busy if they look from the, all the, and he bring Abdullah ibn Abi Urayqit. Why? Abdullah ibn Abi Urayqit will be the GPS for the trip. He is the guide in the desert. And to walk in the desert is very, very difficult. You see the mountain here, after you see the same mountain in other place, moving. Desert is, so it need very expert. And Abdullah ibn Abi Urayqit was what? Muslim? He was kafir, rejected. Can I use the help of the... No, you couldn't. Rasulullah did it. How can you dare to say you cannot do it? How? How you dare to do it? Oh, this is the best doctor to make the surgery to my heart. Can I? No. You go to Muslim one to kill you and make bad. This is the sunnah. No, this is not the sunnah of Rasulullah. Sheikh told me this. Okay, you will go with him to the akhirah. This is your choice. But don't say that this is Rasulullah sunnah. You see, today we made a lot of defeating, a lot of losing. Do what you would like to do, but don't say this is the sunnah of Rasulullah. Furthermore, you are loser. Don't say that I follow the sunnah. You follow something, but not the sunnah. You imagine it is the sunnah. When the people of Rasulullah follow the real sunnah, they bring the message of mercy, the message of peace, the message of love, the message of connecting to Allah, to all the world within 20 years. This is the sunnah. Today we build the mosque, and after 2 years, we will extend the mosque. Why? Did you achieve your message? Do you know when Umar ibn al-Khattab extend the mosque of Rasulullah? The mosque of Rasulullah, which mosque better than the mosque of Rasulullah? After they open Bilad al-Sham, and after they open Persia, Bilad al-Furs, and after Al-Yarmouk, they defeat the emperor, the Romanian emperor, and they defeat the Persian emperor, and they defeat Al-Muqawqas Azim Masr, the great civilization in Egypt. After 10 years, and they open, after that, they enlarge the mosque of the Prophet. Today, we just, please, fundraising, please build mosque, because this is what we know, to collect the money and to build the concrete. But what about building faith? What about building loving of Allah? What about building connection with Allah? We don't know. But we know how to collect money and to build concrete and to make places and to put marbles. We are very qualified. For this reason, we just collect and open and build. Yes, I think I don't complain about this. It is very important step. It is very important step. But if we complete the other step, I would like to build hospital. Very good. I make the building, and that's it. How many patients you treat? How many doctors you have in the hospital? We only have the board. How many surgeon? How many operation room? If we put on the hospital only the name. Today, this is our mosque. We don't want to cheat ourselves. You know, we just put the name and we choose very, very big name. Al-Madina, the heaven, Al-Firdaus Al-A'la. We choose very, no, we don't want to choose the
actual name.
the real name. We just bring the idea. We don't complain about anyone. All the people working, and may Allah reward them. But we are just planning for what is better. As I said, this is very good. But if you follow it to complete it, you know, it is very good to bring a meat. But if you keep it as Allah created it, because Allah created the meat in this, you have to eat it without cooking. No. But if you complete and cook it and make it a nice food, now you do your job and you do your mission. And if you keep it as it is, as Allah make it, and it's better, no, we need to add to this our knowledge, our experience. So, as I said, trip of Hijrah is very important trip. And the people think that immigration and Hijrah is stopped. They said there is no Hijrah now. Why? Because there is hadith. لا هجرة بعد الفتح. After Rasulullah opened Mecca, there is no Hijrah. That's right. There is no Hijrah from Mecca to Medina. Because now Mecca and Medina are the same. But the concept of Hijrah didn't stop at all. The meaning of Hijrah didn't stop at all. That someone left his country, left his place because he couldn't worship Allah, because he couldn't make da'wah ila Allah, because this meaning is still exists till the day of judgment. The other meaning of Hijrah, and this is the Hijrah to us, we do it every day. We should do it every day. And this is the lifting the sins. We should lift our sins. Make Hijrah, what is Hijrah? To stay away from our sins. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, المسلم من سلم المسلمون من لسانه ويده. المسلم من سلم المسلمون من لسانه ويده. I'll try to bring the translation of the hadith.
A Muslim is one who others are safe from his hands and his tongue.
والمؤمن من أمنه الناس. The believer who's the people feel safe with him, feel secure with him. This is the real believer. والمهاجر من هجر المعاصي. And the man who making hijrah, who stay away from sins. This is the meaning of hijrah today. Would you like to make hijrah today? Yes. Try to stay away from sins. And this is what Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned. وَالرِّجْزَ فَهْجُرْ. Rijz is every bad things. Fahjur, left. What does that mean? That means that every one of us has a lot of bad things, and he should search himself, he should analyze himself, he should read the Quran and compare with himself and change himself. Today, if you pray and after your prayer, you didn't change yourself, that means you didn't get the benefit of a prayer. Allah Azza wa Jal said, كلا لا تطعه واسجد واقترب. Make sujood and became closer. What is the meaning of this? After every prayer, how many sujood you have? If it is 4 rak'ah, that means you have 8 sujood. What is the meaning of this? First sujood, you become closer. Next sujood, you become closer. Third sujood, you become closer. But if you make sujood not only in your body, if you make sujood in your heart, if you make sujood in your feeling, if you make sujood in your sense, but if you make sujood and your mind is far away, and your mind is how to fix the car, and your mind is what we will eat today, and your mind is, you will not get benefit. You make sujood, but you return back, not become closer. You know, this is the idea. So this is the meaning of the hijrah. Why the Sahaba of Rasulullah making hijrah? And why Rasulullah asked them that hijrah is obligatory to them. You should make hijrah. Why? Because they should follow and they should go with Rasulullah. Okay. But this is the large meaning. Why is they should doing hijrah? What is the specific meaning? That they should follow the teacher of tazkiyah, of purification. They should follow the teacher of the book of Allah. They should follow the teacher of teaching them how to making dhikr Allah. This is the mission of the Prophet. No one reach the level of prophecy, but everyone should do the mission of the Prophet, which is teaching the other people. Believe me, every one of you is a scholar in this nation. What he is? Scholar. If you know Al-Fatiha and the meaning of Al-Fatiha, you are a scholar for million and hundred of millions in this country and in this nation and in this world nowadays. Yeah. In other side, we need a lot. That's right. All of us, we need a lot. One time, there is a student. He told his scholar, he told his sheikh, he told him that, oh my sheikh, I feel that I am full of knowledge. And I feel that I have a lot. And his sheikh looked to him and he said, oh my son, you still at the seashore. Seashore? You're still at the seashore. And your sheikh is in the middle of the sea. And his tongue is still on his chest because he is thirsty. So how you are in the seashore and you feel you are full. Everyone need a lot and a lot and a lot. Everyone. And how much do you know why? Because the distance between us and Allah is infinity. And you know in math, any number dividing by infinity, how much?
0.
Any number, put here any number. If you divide, right, to put this on infinity, what is the result? Give me your answer.
Infinity
Well,
is
we
0.
What is the result? 0. 0. What does that mean? What does that mean? I am a poor man. I have no knowledge. I am far away from the God. So I am just one. Okay? Okay. But according to the distance and real distance between us and Allah, according, it is what? 0. I am very perfect person. I have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of spirituality. I am 100 million. To this poor person, I have a lot. But according to the distance of Allah, I equal what? 0. You understand how all of us far away from Allah and need more and more and more. We need if every rik'ah we do it. We need every sujood we do it. We need every minute we spend in this life because this life is our capital. Furthermore, you have this life. Furthermore, you still have capital. And when this life is done, it's enough. Now everything is clear. Everything is obvious, but there is no work. And this is, and this is the difficult time. There is hadith that من تعرف إلى الله في الرخاء تعرف الله إليه في الشدة. That if someone know Allah and make dua when the life is easy, Allah will help him when the life is difficult. And one time I was in very difficult trial and very difficult circumstances. And I make sujood. And I make a lot of dua. And I feel that now you are in difficult time. And now you return to Allah. Not when you are in ease. So should I stop? Should I stop my dua? But after that, I feel another meaning. What is this meaning? Furthermore, you are in this life, you are in ease. Furthermore, your soul still under your throat, you are in ease. When is the difficult start? The difficult start إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها, when the large and the huge earthquake of the earth take place. When the difficult will come إذا وقعت الواقعة. When the difficult is come إذا جاءت الصاخة. When the difficult is come يوم يفر المرء من أخيه. When you are run from your brother, from your wife, from your children. Look how he take care of his children. Look how he hugged his children. Do you think that he will run away from his children? At the day of judgment, yes. Yeah. What is the meaning of day of judgment in this way? What is the meaning in the day of judgment in this case? So this is how we need every sujood we did. This is how we need every minute in our prayer. Look, I don't want you to pray more. I don't want you to spend more time. No. I would like what you spend now, but I want the quality. I don't want more quantity. I don't want to build more masajid. I want to elevate this masajid and upgrade this masajid to make it real masjid. Today, any masjid in the United States is bigger and huger and more power than the masjid of Rasulullah. Rasulullah, they make sujood between the water and the mud. The ceiling of Rasulullah is from the leaves of the paper. This is the masjid. Which masjid today in the United States, the ceiling leaves from the paper? Which masjid? Which masjid they make sujood between the mud and the soil? But that masjid, greatest people graduate. Real believer graduate. The people of Allah. The people of dhikrullah, the people of loving Allah, the people of following the real sunnah of Rasulullah. So it's very difficult to fix the world today. I don't ask you to fix the world today. I ask you to start to fix yourself. If you fix yourself, you will fix the world. if you succeed to fix yourself and to put yourself in the straight way, you are in the straight way. The people today think that, oh, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. We are not the مغضوب عليهم and ضالين. مغضوب عليهم and ضالين, the other people. Believe me, today there are مغضوب عليهم and ضالين between the Muslim more than other people. Do you know why? Because إذا عصاني من يعرفني سلطت عليه من لا يعرفني. If the people who know me omit sins and do bad deeds, I will make them controlling by bad people, not good people. And this is our situation everywhere. So we have to return to Allah. We have to go to the school of loving Allah. We have to go into the school of knowing how to making dhikr to Allah. This is what we need nowadays. This is what we need. And alhamdulillah, do you know what? Alhamdulillah. Every Friday, what did you recite? Surah Al-Kahf. What did Surah Al-Kahf start with? Yes. What did Surah Al-Kahf start with? The first word in Surah Al-Kahf. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah for what? الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا. Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah that we have the book without any changing. And this book is the savior to the humanity today. This book is the GPS for the humanity today. And if we know the importance of this book, we know what we are carrying and we know what we will face in future. This book is unbelievable. This book has a lot of treatment for our disease. فيه شفاء. What is in the Quran? Shifa. For what? For the disease of yourself. In the Quran, treatment for the disease of our mosque. In the Quran, treatment for the disease of Ummah. In the Quran is treatment for the disease of the world nowadays. Today we live in a miserable world. If we look today to our world, what is this? Miserable world. Just eating, just playing, just wasting of time, this is the world. Miserable world. Human should be in high level of spirituality. This is what is the difference between the human and animal? Yeah, there is a matching between human and animal. If this is the animal and this is the human, there is matching between a human and animal. Today, the world is stuck in this place. Here is the body. And the body desire. Here is mind, spirit, love to God, high level of understanding, knowledge. In this, where are the people going in the world today? If you open the media, if you look to everything in this, about the body, about the desire, about eating, cars, beautiful woman, so on. So this is what we see everywhere. You know what? The Quran mentioned in Juz' Amma, the last Juz' in the Quran. And in the first ayah in Juz' Amma, he described the situation of the rejecter society at that time. And he said that Amma yatasa'alun, about what they are wondering. At that time, they are wondering about, really there is a day of judgment? Really Allah will ask us about all details in our life in this dunya? Really, there is heaven and there is hell? So they was wondering. And all the society, the rejected, all of them wondering. Today, our society didn't wondering. There is no wondering in CNN today about the day of judgment or the heaven or the. So we are now lower than the rejected society. Today, the ayah describe our situation. قل هو نبأ عظيم أنتم عنه معرضون. It's great news, but you are stand away from it. You don't care about it. You take today to someone, oh, what you will do about Akhirah? I don't care. I don't care. But if he couldn't pay his credit, he will care. But what about the credit of Akhirah? He don't care. He don't care. If he didn't pay the bill of electricity, he care. But what about the sun? Every day, in a specific minute, it rise. Every day, in a specific minute, it go down. There is no bill. If someone think in this way, Allah Azza wa Jal said in the Quran, أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ عَبَثًا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تَرْجِعُونَ. Do you imagine that we created you vain and you will not return to Allah? Do you think in this way? Just by accident. Who make this mobile phone? Samsung company, the manager go into the mountain and he found a lot of boxes of this by the nature, the mother nature, and the mother nature, and the mother nature put this, and the mother nature give the number of this, and the mother nature put the Wi-Fi and the Google and the WhatsApp, and the mother, by accident, it's a lot of story and how this, and suddenly there's this, and by mother nature, I go to my bedroom or to my, and found this is under my pillow, and find my name on it. Oh, what is this mother nature? It's very, but unfortunately, I don't have anything else. I go, and a lot of engineer, and a lot of companies, and a lot. And you see, if you compare this device with our brain, it is nothing comparing to our nothing. It is one to be. It's nothing if you compare the engineering and the systems. Till now, we don't know all the system of the electricity of a brain. If we discover now the brain electricity and how to do like it, we will make a great revolution in the electronics and in the computer and in this kind of, we call it the cold electricity. Till now, we don't have this computer need to ventilation to make they need it, but your brain, how much it need. So this is the creation of Allah, and this is the creation of the servant of Allah. This is the creation of the servant of Allah. May Allah give you khair and barakah. May Allah help all of us and guide all of us to the straight way. May Allah help us to love Him, to making real dhikr to Him, to help us to follow the real sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Al-Fatiha. Let's have a break, and inshallah we will continue after that.
So what about, you said we have to change ourselves to change the world. And so we're working on ourselves to do dhikrullah and increase our iman. Then you hear about problems, what's happening in Kashmir, or the persecution that's happening in the ummah. And you feel like, okay, the Prophet taught us that we need to make all the preparation and all the best efforts and then make dua to Allah. But it feels like we're just making dua for them, but there's nothing we can do. So how do we help the Muslims in the world that are suffering besides making dua?
I think this is a very sensitive topic. Today, one of the most problem about religion is mixing politics with religion. And there are some Muslim people, some Muslim section, they put the highest level in the religion is what? Politics. And suddenly they play a lot of games about this. And for instance, about this country, I didn't listen anything about this country. 1 year, 2 years, and suddenly it's coming and appear in the media and and you see the flyers in the mosque. And why about this? What do they want from this? I will ask you something. Let's in the science of crime, they do something is very important. They recreate the crime again to see the real situation. And when they recreate the crime, they found many great evidence and analyzing about the crime itself. I asked to recreate any event to understand the situation. Just comparing. For instance, I will ask any one of you, if you are now walking in Mecca, and you found the rejector take the inside of the camel, intestines of the camel, and put it over the head of Rasulullah when he is making sujood in Al-Kaaba. What we will do?
We run over to remove it, attack first.
And maybe we will make a problem, and maybe we'll make a revolution. But we didn't hear that the Sahaba did any of these. Why? Why? Because there is wisdom. They're not allowed to do this. In this case, they will get rid of all of them. They need this. And Rasulullah didn't ask them to support him or to help him. You see this picture? If this happening today, so today media playing in Muslim today. Someone said, you see how 2 million Muslims, look what I will do with them. Magazine in France wrote something about who said that it's the Prophet? It is something in their mind. It is not but a lot of demonstration and destroying the embassy, and someone, look, this is the Muslim. You see how they are? Today they blame us. When they want to talk about Rohingya, they talk about Rohingya. When they don't want to talk about Rohingya, they don't talk about it. Just to play with us, just to pay this, and just to make this go and fight whom? And fight why? Look to that, So we have to be in very open mind. Let's go to the life of the Prophet. The Prophet life was 2 important stage: the Mecca stage and Medina. Mecca stage and Medina stage. Today, the Muslim live in the worst situation of the Mecca time, but they act in the best situation of Medina time. That is not wisdom. That is what? Not wisdom. You understand? Nowadays, if we compare, we are in Mecca, we are in the lowest side of the Mecca time. And what can we do? You see, we couldn't deal too much with this, but today they want the people to fight. And they destroy their country, and they make them refugees all over the world, and they. No. Now you are not. If you find any one of you now, if he found big snake, what he will do? There is two choices. To beat her on her head and get rid of it, which is good. Or to run away and save yourself. But the worst situation, to press her tail or to push her tail. What the snake will do at that time will kill you. This is what the Muslims doing today. They go to the anaconda and just, you can get rid of it, it's very good. But don't play with it if you couldn't. You know, it's not a joke. It's not today, it's too easy to play with them. It's too easy. And to push them. And that's not happening to another. Sometimes I watch movie about the Buddhist monk. And they mock them, or they make fun of them. But I didn't see a great demonstration from the Buddhist people, and they destroy the embassy, and they go to the cinema, and but unfortunately, the Muslim destroy many cinema places when they put the message, the Risala movie. Furthermore, the Risala is the first movie about the Seerah of Rasulullah. And it's a good movie. It's a very good movie. And unfortunately, they do it 40 years ago, and the Attab, the director, passed away, and there's no more movie about that. And if you return to that time, the Muslim destroy what? Many cinema, when they put this movie in that cinema. Furthermore, a lot of people convert to Islam because of this movie. What I mean about this, how they push the simple Muslim. And they said, oh, now this is no, fix yourself.
I understand.
Let's fix ourselves.
If you can't answer this question straight today, you can postpone the answer. But I have a question to draw on the example of the two wings.
Yeah.
Where you said one wing is preparation and one wing is tawakal. Now, in our lives, people have done both. We know people do the preparation and they pray and they put their trust in God, whether it's to get a job, to get married, to get cured from a sickness.
Yeah.
But sometimes they run into obstacles and their patience is tested. How you can draw on this where people become less hopeful because of these circumstances.
Okay.
And they're using both wings as much as they know.
Okay. I will give an example. Now to what I am talking. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that you get married to the woman for 4 reasons: beauty, wealth, family, and religion. So get the religious one. This is the best choice. This is, we call it frame, public frame. It is something general frame. But when someone came to the Prophet and he told him, "Oh Rasulullah, I get finance from that woman." Rasulullah didn't ask him, "What about her religion? What about her money? What about?" He didn't ask him. Now Rasulullah deal with a specific case. He asked him, "Did you see her?" Oh, this is didn't mention in the hadith about. Now we are talking about specific case. That is
General framework.
general frame. Now he asked him, "Did you see her?" He said, "No." Rasulullah ordered him, "Go and see her, and then you come and ask." So the situation is different when we're talking about specific case. In this case, we have to discuss this specific case to see if they in reality take all the because he think he do it in the right way, but he is not. One time I feel myself is very clever, and I went to Ford company, and they will give me car with very cheap price, and I feel, oh, it's very good to get. But at the last minute, I didn't. And when I got to this gentleman, "Ford? Really? What is Ford?"
Fix or repair daily.
Fix or don't do it next time before you are. And I think myself, do it in the right way. But in reality, I am not. Sometimes someone think. For this reason, what I say, the formula, to do the causes and in the best situation, in the best way. Not if I think that this is the best way. Everyone today think that is the best. If he, as I went to get this car, and thanks God I didn't, because I don't have a lot to spend for the fixing the car and going, because I afraid to stop my car in the highway. I am new in this country and I am strange and I don't know what to do. If I am in this country, I just call a phone and all the people will help me. But here I am stranger. I don't know what to do. You know. So and I think that I am doing it in the right way, but in reality I am not. So there is the general frame, and this is what we say, and there is a specific case, and this is we discuss it by this case. Now, just now, someone said me a question. Is there? I said I couldn't answer you on phone. You have to sit with me and to understand all the case and give you the answer. One time there is a scholar, and he was very famous scholar in my country. And there is an heritage issue. Boys and they have a sister, and they ask this scholar, "What about everyone portion?" He said, "Oh, the man double the girl." And they came to me and said, "This scholar said about this case, the man double the girl." I said, "Really? He said that?" He said, "Yes." So I take the phone and I call him. "Are you really said that?" He said, "Yes." I said, "This is the general frame. But if someone asks, now the children in Islam know that the man take double the woman. But if you have to give fatwa in a specific case, you have to understand what this specific case, and you have to bring the both side and listen to both of them and understand, and then you give your what is the case in this story. After the father died, they have a lot of a project and everything is mixing together. If they will divide the money, they will lose a lot. So they have a contract, an agreement that we are 5 boys and 1 girl. We are together. We have the same portion.
Equal.
We divide on 6. And if there is tax, they divide on 6. If they bought land, after 20 years, after they have children and they get married, they said, "Oh, now we should give the boy double No, now it is not a case of inheritance. Now it is a case of contract. The inheritance, you have to divide everything after 40 days from the passing from the. But now you have another case. Now you finish the case after 40 years, and now you have an agreement that you divide everything between you in equal. So this is now specific case. So what is normal and what is general is general frame, but what is specific, we have to discuss the real case with number. And did he do that in the right way? Did he choose the woman? Because I have a lot of these from my student. After 20 years, he became, oh, teacher, I don't love my wife. Why? Because when I went to get money of her, I didn't look to her. What? What did you want to go at that time? What did you? No, I'm shy and I am religious, so I didn't look to her. So now you look to her after 20 years and 4 children. You see what the misunderstand. So there is a problem from the beginning. And this is no. When you are in the street and you see a woman, don't look to her. But when you are going to marry a woman, staring on her and watch everything, and now it's different case. But no, I am shy and I don't look, and I stay away my low my no, not in this position. One time, Rasulullah, there is a battle between the Muslim and the rejecter, and Abu Dujana, he is a great soldier, and Abu Dujana put red strip on his head, and he's going, and he has a great muscle, and he take the sword, and he's going between the 2 lines and show off with his sword. And Rasulullah looked to him and smiled, and he said, Allah didn't like this to show off, and except in this position. Allah didn't like this except in this position. And I taught the woman, I taught them everything you saw and you watched in the movies and in the cinema and in all kinds of videos. Allah hate this for woman, except if she did that with her husband when they are in their room. Allah loved this to them. You see, it is not the matter of the work itself. It's the matter where we do it and for whom we do it. If the woman put on herself very nice dress and very nice perfume and everything the best and go in the street, Allah hate this. But if the woman do this at her home with her husband, Allah love it. The same clothes, the same perfume. Allah love and Allah hate. You see? So the case has one time Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to one of his companions, and he was very poor, and he would like to invite the Prophet, and he don't have anything to give with the bread except vinegar, just vinegar, yeah. And Rasulullah went there and eat the bread and the vinegar, and after he finished, and he said, the best food with the bread is vinegar. He said this to, help this person, to sympathy, make him happy. But there is a rich person, and he is cheap and mean. He invited Rasulullah, and he put bread and vinegar. Rasulullah ate. But when he went out, he said, the worst food with the bread is vinegar. Oh, Rasulullah, the best or the worst? It's according to situation. For the rich person, it's the worst. But for the poor one, it's the you see how it's different from case to case. So what is special? We go in details. What is mainframe? We go in general idea.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that you've exhausted your options in dunya? You speak to people, you do whatever is, like he said, one wing, the best with consulting people. Now you've done that. and then you have tawakkul. And if it doesn't work out, and after that is qadrullah. At that point, how should you satisfy yourself? You started an action, you did all the mashwara consultation, and then you said, oh Allah, if it's good, it happens, and it doesn't happen. Because that's when people get discouraged. I get the same question so many times. I did everything, and Allah didn't. How do you bring peace to your heart? Saying, is the will of Allah after that?
My brother, let's be honest with ourselves. One time, I watching documentary movie, and this documentary movie is 20 years ago, 30 years ago, about an accident in the airplane, normal accident, and it's the Boeing. The Boeing flying, and suddenly it has a problem in the air. And according to my philosophy at that time, I said, oh, it's qadarullah. But the engineer of Boeing didn't say this. The engineer of Boeing returned to their lab and examined every part of the airplane, and they discovered that there is a place is weak in the airplane, and they replaced this. If they listen to me, they will still have, but if they make up their mind, they solve the problem. So if we are talking in general, it's general, but if we are talking in specific, we can say everything, but we have to go into details to see, really we put the best. Really, if according to me, I feel that the Ford is the best car at that time. And I said, I go and I negotiate them, and I examine the car, and I do the best according to my money. But in reality, I mistake. Can I say it's qadrullah if I bought the Ford at that time and it stopped with me every day and can I say, oh, it's qadrullah?
I will say no, personally.
I see. So you see how we cannot judge, we cannot accept if we go. What is private, we go into details. What is general, we go in the frame of the understanding. Any other question? If there is no question, I think it's the time of dhikr. You know that dhikrullah is one of the most important things. And dhikrullah should be in our heart. And Allah described this in the Quran. Those people, when they mention the name of Allah, their heart is trembling, feeling the name of Allah. This is what we will do. We will do istighfar. When I say astaghfirullah, we recite al-Fatiha, we recite al-Ikhlas, Qul huwallahu ahad 3 times. We make salah ala nabi alayhi salatu wassalam. And then we just watch our heart when we mentioning the name of Allah, just to refresh our heart. All this will take around 10 minutes, and then we will make dua, and then we will finish our class, inshallah. So let's, inshallah, try to do dhikr, and may Allah help us. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.